Hello students, I am Yudhishthir Swagalwadi, your science teacher, Sankalp Learning Solutions. In the last class, we discussed regarding the how organisms reproduce regarding the sexual reproduction in plants. Right? Usually, in the sexual reproduction in plants, so we have to mainly concentrate on why it is called as double fertilization and triple fusion. And what are the steps? The first one is pollination. Then what happens? There will be a fertilization. The pollen tube formation takes place. Then will be the fusion of gametes, which is nothing but the fertilization. Okay. So that all we should know. Then today we are going to discuss regarding the sexual reproduction in human beings. Okay, sexual reproduction in human beings. As we all know that a male will be having male reproductive system and he produces sperm. Okay, the sex cell or a germ cell in males will be sperm. The sex cell or a germ cell in females will be ova or a egg. So let us discuss in detail regarding it. Just a minute. Fine. So first we will discuss regarding the male reproductive system. So the male reproductive system consists of, as you can see in the diagram over here, the male reproductive system consists of the pair of testes, okay, the pair of testes, and the testis produces the male reproductive cells which are called as sperms, okay, and the hormone which is called testosterone. Testosterone, it maintains the temperature of the male reproductive cell. Then these testes are contained in a sac-like structure. So the testes are contained in a sac-like structure which is called scrotum. Okay, which is called scrotum. Just a minute. Fine. So from each testis arises a very tube-like structure. As you can observe in the diagram, from each testis a tube-like structure arises, which is called vasa differentia. Okay, vasa differentia. So this is called as a vasa differentia, this tube-like structure. Right? So it joins to the urethra. It joins to the urethra. Right? Then we can say that the urethra is enclosed in a muscular organ. Urethra will be enclosed or closed in a muscular organ, which is called penis. Okay, the penis. Then the seminal vesicles and prostate glands. As you can see, the seminal vesicles and prostate glands will be there. No, they produce a fluid-like structures. Okay, they provide which provide nutrition and help in movement of sperms. As we know that. So as we know that the male reproductive cell or the sperms are motile. So for their movement, they need energy. So that nutrition will be provided by the seminal vesicles as well as the prostate glands. They help in the movement of a sperm also. Then, I'm sorry. Next, we have female reproductive system. So the female reproductive system, in the female reproductive system, the reproduction part is separate from the excretory part, but in the male, it will be same. So the female reproductive system consists of pair of ovaries. It will be consisting of pair of ovaries, as you can see here. Fine. So the pair of ovaries, which produces a female reproductive cell, which are called ova or a egg. Okay, and the hormone, they produce a hormone which is called estrogen. So above the ovaries, you can see tube-like structure which are called fallopian tube, which brings the ovary to the uterus. Okay, then the oviducts unite into a bag-like structure. The oviducts unite into a bag-like structure which is called uterus. So this is the uterus. They unite. These both pipes will combine at the region which is called uterus, and the uterus has an opening. The uterus has an opening which is called as vagina. So this is regarding the female reproductive system. A pair of ovaries, oviducts, okay, or it is called as fallopian tubes, Then we will be having uterus as well as vagina. Okay. Next, how fertilization occurs in the human beings. So once the male enters into the female body, during copulation, the sperms from the male, during copulation, or we can say during sexual intercourse, the male reproductive cell, that is sperm, enters into the vagina of a female. Then it enters the body of a female. Then the sperms reaches till the egg. The sperm reaches till the oviduct. Oviduct means fallopian tube. Then one sperm fuses with an egg. One sperm will be there. Among many sperms will be coming from the male, and among that one sperm will be succeeded to reach an egg, and it fuses with the sperm. When it fuses, the zygote formation takes place. Fusion of gamete is called fertilization, right? So the zygote formation takes place. Now the zygote gets implanted, means gets fixed at the hair body, gets fixed into the uterus. The zygote then starts dividing. So as you can see here, just a minute, this is a uterus. Okay, the zygote then starts dividing. See here, the zygote, then ovary, fimbria, then fertilization occurs here, then two stage, four cell stage, eight cell stage, then this one, and the zygote gets implanted in the uterus. Fine. The zygote then starts dividing to form an embryo. The embryo gets nutrition. The embryo will be fixed here. It will get the nutrition from the blood of a mother through the structure called as placenta. The development of the child takes 9 months. The gestation period. What is gestation period? That is nothing but the period between the implantation of the ovary to the release of the child. Okay, it is called as gestation period. So it is 9 months in case of human beings. So this is what occurs during fertilization of the human beings, right? So in female, what happens if the sperms are not there to fuse with the egg? So that time, the matured egg, it has to go out from the female body, right? So that time, what happens? The ovary, what is there, the female reproductive part, it produces one egg. It produces ova, one egg every month. So if that egg is not fertilized, the uterus, before the egg fertilized or not, the uterus will be prepared for itself so that it will receive the fertilized egg. So that to receive the fertilized egg, the wall of the uterus becomes very thick and it will become soft or spongy. And the blood vessels increases. Blood vessels for nourishing the embryo will be more in that region. So that is why it becomes spongy. So during fertilization, if fertilization will not takes place, then the uterus wall breaks. Then what happens? No fusion of gametes. Okay. Then the ova has to be removed from the body of a female. So that time what happens? If fertilization does not take place, then the uterus wall, what is thickened, okay, it will break and comes out through the vagina in the form of blood. Okay, this blood and mucus. Okay, this process is called as menstruation. It will happen every 30 days. So this is called menstruation cycle also we will call it. Fine. So this is regarding the sexual reproduction in human beings as well as menstruation cycle. In the next class, we are going to learn in detail regarding birth control methods. Okay, birth control methods. As the population is increasing day by day, it is very necessary to know the birth control methods. Okay, so let us learn regarding it in the next session. Fine. Okay, then. We'll meet you in the next session. Until that, take care. Bye bye.